Hello everyone, welcome to another short video. In this video, we are going to see how to create a IPsec VPN, basically root-based one between ASA and Palo Alto. So in previous video, we saw, how to create IPsec VPN, but the policy-based one, okay? Route-based one, in order to configure the route-based one, let me show you the ASA configuration. I have already made the config on ASA, you know. So let's have a look at that configuration. On the ASA, if I do show run, yes. You can see I have configured outside interface, inside interface, and then I have also configured a tunnel interface, for the route-based VPN on the ASA. It has been given a name if, an IP address, what's the source interface from the ASA, the tunnel will initiate, it is outside. What's the destination? That's our Palo Alto. Tunnel mode should stay IPsec IPv4. And then you append a tunnel protection profile to it, basically, which is really used to trigger the IPsec stuff. So tunnel protection IPsec profile, tunnel profile. So what is this tunnel profile? So this tunnel profile really creates our phase 2 IKE IPsec proposal. Let me show you. If you see this, this is my IPsec proposal for the phase 2. We also saw the same in the previous lecture. Now I have created a tunnel profile that calls in this IPsec proposal. Also, I have set the security association's lifetime to 3600 seconds within the tunnel profile. Okay. Other than that, you need to create the tunnel group and I think a route as well. Yeah, a route as well towards the tunnel interface. Let me show you other configuration. DHCP server is from the previous lecture itself. Yeah, this is another thing is the IKEv2 phase 1 policy, and IKEv2 should be enabled on the interface which you are going to use to create the road-based VPN. You can see other than that, I have created a tunnel group, and other than that, the route. I wanted to show you the route. It's not coming up here. Let me just show you where the specific. You can see I have routed the 10.0.0.0, basically 10.0.0/24 via the tunnel interface. Let me show you the show interface IP brief as well. Yeah, you can see tunnel interface is this, and that's it. So you do not need to create the crypto map stuff whenever you do a root-based VPN on the ASA. So that's one of the major difference, and other is that you need to create a IPsec profile in order to bind it with the tunnel interface. Now let's look at the Palo Alto. So we already saw all the configuration we did for the policy-based VPN. Now in order to have a root-based VPN, all the config stays same. I have just given an IP address to the tunnel interface, that is 172.16.255.2/24, because the 1.1 is on the ASA and dot two is on the PAL. That's also optional, that's it. And other than that, you do not need to change anything. If you want to keep proxy IDs you created in the last lab, that's totally fine, not a problem. So let's go into the IPsec tunnel. Let's create on the IPsec, put on the IPsec tunnel. Let's remove the proxy IDs, okay? Now our VPN is no longer the policy based, okay? It's now root based, so we do not need proxy IDs. So you can even keep it, okay? It's not a thing that you cannot keep it. You can keep it. But if your other end is supporting the root-based VPN, because by default in Palo Alto, all the VPNs are root-based, okay? But in order to have them comply with the uh, policy-based VPNs, we add the proxy IDs. I'll come back to you when this commit is done. Okay, guys, so the commit is now complete. So really, we didn't require anything to be done on the Palo Alto firewall. I just removed the proxy IDs. Now I'll just refresh it. Okay, my tunnel has gone down. I just removed the proxy IPs. Okay, let me just initiate some traffic. I will try to ping from VPC 4 to VPC 3. Okay, timing out. Just give me a minute. Let me have a look. Hey guys, so my tunnel have come up. Let me show you what was the problem. So if when I went to monitor system logs, I could see this log. Where is the log? Yeah, IKEv2 child SA negotiation is failed. Message lacks KE payload basically. So what was happening? My phase one was up, but my phase two was down, and this really happens when you have a DH group mismatch for the phase two. So what I did, my Palo Alto was using the phase two DH group as two. Let me show you that configuration we configured in the previous video. So under the IPsec crypto for the ASA tunnel, you can see our group is phase two, but my ASA was not using the same group. So what I did, I just let me stop this. Yeah, I went under the IKE profile. You can see here. Yeah, I went under the IPsec profile, crypto IPsec profile, tunnel profile, and then I set the set PFS to group two. That's my group two. So now my ASA is using tunnel group two for the phase two, and then you can see my tunnel interface is up and my tunnel on Palo Alto is also up. Now let's try to ping from VPC4 to VPC3. Now this ping should work. Yeah, you can see it's working now. So this traffic is now going through the Palo Alto and going to here. But this way of communication will not work. Let me try that. I know it will not work. VPC3 ping 172.16.0.10. Ah, sorry. It's also working. So both way of communication is working because the access is allowed on the Palo Alto, I believe. I'll see in the policies. I allowed the bi-directional access. Yep, you can see here I have the bi-directional access allowed. So, so that's how you can create a route-based VPN. So I showed you the ASA site settings. You do not need the crypto map on the ASA end, but you need to enable the IKEv2 on the interface, and you create a tunnel protection profile, then create a tunnel interface and bind it with the tunnel interface as if I did here. Let me again show you the tunnel interface configuration. Oh, sorry, just did a typo. So this is the tunnel interface configuration and show run crypto. Sorry, my bad. Show run crypto IPsec profile. Is that a command? Let's see. IPsec. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So with this command, show run crypto IPsec, I'll show you the tunnel profile. So this is my IPsec proposal created and this is my profile created. Okay. You can see proposal is called into the profile. So those are the settings you need on the ASA end. Other uh, along with this route stuff. Okay, I have created a route as well. 10.0.0 is reachable via tunnel. And on Palo Alto, what you need is uh, basically you do not need anything on Palo Alto. What was configured was good, but it was just a mismatch of the TH group for me to the other end. So the configuration of VPN stays really the same on the Palo Alto, and yeah, you can remove that. What I was about to say, you can really remove that proxy ID stuff because that's not required when other end is also the route-based VPN. And yeah, that's it about the video. And yeah, both way of both direction of traffic works perfectly fine. We can see the same in the logs as well. You can see LAN zone to IPsec zone 10.0.0.3 just about some seconds back, and this one is IPsec zone to LAN zone. So both directions of traffic works. Refer the top two logs. And thank you for your time. Have a good day.